Over the last several days, Southwest Airlines was rocked by a series of delays and cancellations. Almost 2,000 flights canceled or delayed, creating a major ruckus all over the country, especially at the various Southwest hubs, but also elsewhere. And there was speculation that this was a kind of silent strike by Southwest employees who kind of all decided, you know what, we're not going to show up. And Southwest emphatically denied this. The pilots' union said, no, that's not really what's going on. And Jen Psaki, of course, picks it up, the press secretary, and she goes, well, this is just a canard. It's just a rumor. It's been thoroughly refuted. By refuted, she means there's been a kind of official denial by Southwest. Now, even though the reasons given by Southwest, which were air traffic control issues and weather issues, didn't make any sense. Obviously, air traffic control issues affect all airlines. Obviously, weather issues affect all airlines. So why was Southwest in particular affected disproportionately, you might say? That can't be the full reason. Well, interestingly, the CEO of Southwest, Gary Kelly, was on TV. He was talking to George Stephanopoulos, I believe he was on ABC News. And he said, well, first of all, he said this was really not about COVID. Now, even as he was saying this, another Southwest official, this is Mike Van de Ven, admitted that part of the problem for Southwest was, quote, staffing issues. I'm quoting him. We're still not where we need to be on staffing, and in particular with flight crews. This sounds to me like the flight crews have decided to call in sick. Now, why would they do that? Well, they're doing that, I think it's pretty obvious, because they are pushing back against this vaccine mandate. Now, the Southwest CEO, Gary Kelly, says, very interestingly, he's backing down, by the way. He realizes this is a disaster. And he also realizes that even though he's denying this has anything to do with COVID, he goes, number one, I don't like the mandate. He says he doesn't support the mandate, but he says he kind of has to do it because the, quote, executive order from President Biden, quote, covers all the major airlines. Now, I don't know if this guy is being properly informed, because even though Biden said, I am going to do a federal mandate, there is no federal mandate in effect. Biden is, quote, in the process of doing it. He's instructed the OSHA, the Occupational Health and Safety and Health Administration. He's notified the Department of Labor. You get about getting this stuff ready, but nothing from them, nothing from the White House. There is, in fact, no mandate in effect. Now, I don't know if there's been a sufficient media con about this. The media, this vaccine mandate, and this poor guy, Gary Kelly, who doesn't really bother to, or at least he should consult with his own attorneys, hey, look and see what officially has come out of the White House. But he seems to be jumping before there's even a kind of executive order in effect. The best news, I think, is that Gary Kelly goes, listen, he goes, we're going to try to help our employees who don't like the mandate to get an accommodation for medical or religious reasons. In other words, to be able to not have to take the vaccine. And he goes, number two, he goes, no employee is going to be fired over not taking the vaccine. That, I think, is the heart of the matter, because, of course, this is the, you may almost call, tool of coercion that is being used. Hey, listen, if you don't comply, you're going to be out of a job. How are you going to pay your mortgage? How are you going to support your kids? So this is the bludgeoning that the Biden administration is hoping for. And Southwest, apparently having hurried down that road, is now pulling back a little bit. And I just hope that this is part of a larger kind of freedom thrust around the country, where we say, listen, inform us, give us the details, let us see some Nobel laureates talk about the beauties of mRNA technology, tell us why this is all a great idea. But if you try to bludgeon us, if you try to beat us into submission, we, a free people, are going to push back.